Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. We've got an NL East contest tonight between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Robbie Franks makes his big league debut right after this. Eric Fetty gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
So coming to the plate, Robbie Franks.
Leading off
and we are set
Miami,
for baseball here this evening.
Fielder, number 57.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. So guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind, and that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. And there's ball 2 now. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Eaton is right there, 1 down. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Here's Neil Walker as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Walker, a native Pennsylvanian. He was a first-round pick back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Behind 0-2 now. Anderson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out. Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball one. The 1-0. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line and left. And that is down, as that could be two bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Soft grounder left side. Rendon is there. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. Home half of the first coming up here at Nationals Park. It's now 1-0 Miami. Pablo Lopez will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Trey Turner.
First delivery to him on the way. Called strike at the letters. 0-1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team in game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone. I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 0-2 once more. Fouled away. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Sliced hard on the ground. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Man, I thought this at bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2. And he's able to find the knockout there.
In now is Adam Eaton. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and 30 RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Riddle will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Brian Dozier is a guy that's working through some things these days. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
And now for Washington, Anthony Rendon. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, and he's the guy who drives the bus on this team, leading the team in that home run department, and he's really been the guy they look to drive it out of the yard.
Yeah, Norman, there are 2 or 3 guys in every lineup that you want to proceed with caution. This big home run hitter, he's the guy in this lineup you need to be very, very careful with.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Turner leads off first with 1 away. 2 high, and it's 3-0.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So stepping in, Juan Soto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. For the current campaign, Soto hits a little over the 270 mark. Comes set with the 0-1. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this is off the fence now out near the Washington bullpen. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he's in there safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Here's Matt Adams now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 8 home runs and 29 driven in. From the belt, the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
2-1.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Matt Adams in front. 3 balls and a strike to count now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Hit hard to the right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
The second baseman, Ryan.
So 1 out here with runners at first and third. And that'll bring up the power hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. From the stretch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
In now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Suzuki is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Kemp will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins 1. Stepping in, JT Riddle. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The second baseman, JT Riddle.
Now the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first to be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Trey Turner up the chute. This is a guy that when asked to go to center field not too long ago, looked like that was going to be the spot for him. Now he's asked to move to the middle infield, back to his position at North Carolina State, and he can pick and grin, and he has got some of the quickest feet in the game.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the speedy Gorkys Hernandez. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Popped him up. Suzuki over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Kemp stands just 5'6", bats left, throws right. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
windup and the 0-2 pitch. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Our score remains 2-1. Striding in now for the Nats, Howie Kendrick. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air into shallow left center. Kemp is in pursuit. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. And the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short out.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Pablo Lopez. 9-1-2 due up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in for his second at-bat, Robbie Franks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Brian Anderson. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Liner toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Standing in now, Neil Walker, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
That evens it up, 1-1. Anderson is off at first with 2 away. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
The 2-1 home is a slider that can't catch the outside.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jorge Alfaro. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They still trail it here 2-1. At the plate, Adam Eaton, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The center fielder, Adam Eaton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball well outside. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. And it's fouled away. Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Line drive to center field. Franks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. First offering on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up next, it's the left-handed power threat, Matt Adams. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Soto leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, and the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Striding in, Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Miguel Rojas.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, after that hit right there, Hero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And next to the plate will be JT Riddle. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Here it comes. The 3-0 is taken. Strike 1.
Count. It's 3-1.
The 3-1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. So it's ball 4.
Up next for the Marlins.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Into the box, Gorky Hernandez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch, and he's way off balance with the swing there. The 1-2 is a ball down and away.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Kemp, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Now a slider well off the plate. An easy take there.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
The 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Pablo Lopez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out.
The batter, the center fielder.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Robbie Franks. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here. The way this guy at the plate gets down the line, contact is your friend in this situation. Tough to double him up. This middle infield has got to do their best to roll it as quick as possible.
2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
There's certain pitches throughout the game that decide whether you win or lose it. This is certainly one of the bigger moments right here.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A strike, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First offering on its way, and this is taken outside for ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Hernandez on third, Kemp on second. Franks is over at first with 1 away. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 2-1.
I got 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-1 home. is taken, ball 3.
3 balls.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Now the 3-2 pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. Kendrick coming on, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Walker.
So 2 are gone now in the Miami 4th. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native, the left-handed bat of Neil Walker. He's set. Here it comes.
That's a ball.
And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. And he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's the 1-1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Oh, and he misses it. It's cut off. So all 3 runners are in to score.
As a manager, you have to give your starter every opportunity to work his way out of trouble. But I think they went with him maybe 1 batter too long. The bases loaded double blows this thing wide open, and the starter's probably on his last legs now.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Alfaro is exactly a .260 hitter. The 1-0 home. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Marlins lead it 6-2. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Kurt.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Slow little roller to third. On to first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away. Standing in, Howie Kendrick 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Fastball.
2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Three and 1 to Howie Kendrick.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called.
Count is 3-2.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They still trail here at 6-2. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've obviously had a lot of success in terms of pushing across runs, and a big part of that, in his opinion, has been their pitch selection. In this game, they've swung at pitches outside of the strike zone less than 15% of the time, meaning the vast majority of their swings has been at pitches that they're more likely to handle and hit hard.
Number 51.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Wander Suero, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Rojas. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Ready on 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. JT Riddle is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as we show you the Marlins leaders in that category, you can see his total is good for 3rd best on the ball club. Digging in, JT Riddle. He's set, and the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this batter way out in front.
Now the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Rojas aboard here at first with nobody out. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
2-2 to count.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Digging in once again, Gorkys Hernandez, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Hernandez, the former San Francisco Giant. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Popped him up. Rendon is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Tony Kemp.
The left fielder, Tony Kemp.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Number 1.
Thank you, Heidi. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Ray.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Trey Turner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
On its way is pitch number 75. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Left side, reined in. The second for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Into the box, Adam Eaton. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. Coming in is Kemp. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Anthony Rendon, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Eaton, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Matt Grace will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 33, Matt Grace.
Into the box now, Pablo Lopez getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the at-bat. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Grace is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Pablo Lopez becomes the first out of the inning.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Stepping in now, Robbie Franks, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
And the 3-1. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Ready now, Brian Anderson. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here.
Yeah, you got to control the controllables, Matty. All you can do is put barrel to baseball and see what happens. You cannot control the defensive wizardry on the other side.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. One 0 count. Here it is. That's a strike. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Now a pickoff play at second, and he's back in standing. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. A man at third with one away. This is hit pretty well out to left field. Soto ranging back. A leap, but he can't get it. It's off the wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Standing in now, Neil Walker, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set, and the 0-1. Well hit to right, but foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. Is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Nationals 2. Juan Soto to the plate now. He'll lead things off in the Washington 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter.
Now in the box, Matt Adams. He was a ground out victim last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a long solo homer there off the bat of Matt Adams. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 7-3 game.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
The batter.
Here's Brian Dozier now.
Second baseman. Ryan.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the line and fair. That's a hit.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out, but that's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
You know what, you hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out. At the plate, Howie Kendrick. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Nationals 3. Back here at Nationals Park, it's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Coda Glover is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For Washington. Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot. Number 30, Coda Glover. Now playing right field and batting
in now, Jorge Alfaro.
3,
he went down on strikes
Michael
last time up.
Taylor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Hit softly on the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Into the box now, JT Riddle, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Hard hit toward the hole, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, then he was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Rojas at second. Riddle at first. One gone. The 0-2 delivery. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
Now batting. No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Tony Kemp, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this is off the glove of Suzuki as it bounces away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Steve Pearce will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. In there at the letters 0-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. Marlins lead all 3. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Austin Bryce gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Austin Bryce.
Now batting, Michael Taylor. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Ball 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bryce, playing here in his age 26 season, comes into the day 3rd in all-star balloting among relievers, so we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
In now, Trey Turner. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Skied into very shallow right. Riddle retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. Ready for another chance? Adam Eaton. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. One and 2 now to Adam Eaton.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
The 1-2. Rounded softly now, and this winds up hitting the first base bag. And they'll recover and get an out on the play. My goodness. Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First offering on its way. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. One left for Washington. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Kyle Bearclaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 20, Kyle Bearclaw.
Settling in now, Robbie Franks. He steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter, Bearclaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2. And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here. But meanwhile, that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Robbie Franks has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. Neil Walker will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-0. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Coming to the plate now, Neil Walker. Mano-a-mano numbers with Bearclaw. He's hitless in 6 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First delivery to him on the way. Right there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
He'll try again, 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Usually he's pretty solid with the glove at third, but I think this time he just rushes a little bit because he wanted to start the double play. So instead of 2 outs, they get none, and we'll see if the guy on the mound can bail them out.
Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
As a look, now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
Ready once again, Miguel Rojas. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. Franks at third. Anderson over at second. Walker is over at first with 1 away. Outside, 3-0 now. JT Riddle waits on deck. Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Stepping up to the plate, JT Riddle. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Bases are loaded here. One man out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Dozier is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Up next from Miami, Gorky Hernandez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
1 ball.
Just a touch outside. 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins lead this one 8-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robbie Moylan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 3, Robbie Moylan. Now playing second base and batting 9.
So
Number
next will be the
55.
4-hole for the Nationals. Juan Soto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
2-2.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the 1st out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box, Matt Adams. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Got him swinging in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Brian Dozier. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. goodness. 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kemp is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 8 and the Nationals 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sean Doolittle
comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
From the stretch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now the 2-0 is laid off of down and in.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time is taken high, but for a called strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, John Birdie, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
And now pitch on the way. Lets it fly 2-0, but this one's by him for the first strike. The 2-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Robbie Franks. He singled his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Slow grounder to first. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Stepping up now, Kurt Suzuki. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. This is foul right side. Down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Zimmerman.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The numbers: 282 to start play, 6 home runs, and 23 driven in. Set to deliver the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Taylor. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First offering on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Suzuki on second. Zimmerman at first with no outs. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. One there. On to first to complete the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In now, Trey Turner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. Softly hit to the left side. Barehanded at his ankle. What a play. And just like that, this one is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
8-3 tonight. Miami took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Pablo Lopez with his 4th win this season. Eric Fetty struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.